Good afternoon and welcome to the beginning of what is sure to be a very long and epic night as we are in week and country number 189 of our 193 Round the World Alphabetical Learn to Cook Challenge as we begin cooking the food of Venezuela. This is night 2 of cooking Venezuela, and it's the first of 3 parts that we will be doing today. Each one of these first 2 will be quite short, so you're just going to see a little bit. We're going to cut out, and we're going to come back in a couple hours, do a second bit, cut out, and come back for the third part. But tonight we're cooking Pabellón con baranda. Pabellón is the national dish of Venezuela. It is a shredded beef with black beans, white rice, and the baranda, or the sidebars, are the plantains, the fried plantains. We will be doing all of the above over the course of these 3 streams. Right now we're going to get started with our beef. So we have our prep going behind us. Let me flip the Meerkat people around. We are both on Meerkat and Periscope. Hi there. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And give me just one moment while I arrange the... Bella, hey there. Thanks for liking the restream. While I arrange our... Periscope people, you sit here, you look at that pot, it's all pretty right now. And our Periscope people, hi, you're getting flipped around and getting stuck in the sky. Like that. Okay, so here's the deal. Hey Anthony, thank you for the like. This is going to be very brief. This beef is going to have to cook for 4 hours. So that's why we're not sticking around for the entire 4 hours. So what we're going to do here is we have our beef, which is a flank steak. I've chosen to do half of the recipe and only use 1 pound of flank steak, which we cut into 6 equal pieces. Earlier we marinated this for about an hour and a half. It should have been like up to overnight, in a mixture of green pepper, habanero pepper, habanero pepper, paprika, and garlic. And hey there, Anthony. So that's what's here. It's been in this in the fridge for about an hour, and I'm going to go, and not using my hands, place that in our water. So here we go. Oh, and I'm going to be taking pictures. The pictures are for the blog. The blog is located at cliffyland.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Any of the above. Like on Facebook, follow on Twitter, etc. Also, you can search for us on YouTube. This video will be on YouTube tomorrow. Hey, thank you for the like, person. And so we're going to drop that in. Let me take a quick picture of that for the blog. Blogs always go up on Wednesday. They have pictures, links to the original recipes, links to these videos right here, information about the countries, and reviews on how everything went. So now that we've added our meat, we're going to add in our various other ingredients to it. And rather than take individual pictures, I'm going to take a picture of all the prep. So what we have is, starting from the top, 1/4 of a red bell pepper. Hello, Emily. 1/4 of a red bell pepper going in. We have 1 stalk. Let me cut this in half. It's too big. Okay, we have 1 sprig of green onion going in. We have a 1/4 of a regular white onion going in. We have 2 sprigs of celery going, and 2 sprigs of parsley, and 1 sprig of mint. And we're going to add that all in. And we're going to let that simmer for about 4 hours on medium heat. And that's what's going to happen. So, that being said, now we're going to take a pause. We're going to break the stream. We're going to come back in about 2 hours, and then we're going to begin the beans portion of our evening. Is there a new series of Orange is the New Black started yet? I just started watching, yes, episode 1. Thanks, Emily. Thanks for liking the restream. But we're going to cut out the stream right now, and we're going to come back in 2 hours and start the beans. There's going to be a sofrito for the beef, a sofrito for the beans, a little bit of sofrito for the white rice, and there'll be plantains. So we've got tons of stuff to do. So we're going to cut out the stream now, come back in a couple hours. Again, follow on Periscope, follow on Meerkat, and you'll be notified when the next part's going to start. So thanks for watching now. Catch you a little bit later, and goodbye. And welcome back to part 2 of 3 parts. Tonight we continue with our 193-week Round the World Learn to Cook Challenge, as we are on week number 189, or 189th of 193 countries. Tonight we are cooking the food of Venezuela. We are making a pabellón con baranda, which is a shredded beef with sofrito, with black beans and white rice and plantains. We started, thanks Mom for liking the restream. We started a few hours ago with part 1 of 3, and you can see that on Periscope. We are simulcasting on Meerkat and Periscope, and you can see that on there already. But right now, thank you. Hey, Anne-Marie. So right now we're going to move on to our beans. So we're going to have a very short stream here. We're going to cook the beans, and then we're going to go away, and then we're going to come back in about an hour, and then do the final part of this. So let me get the Meerkat people situated. There we go. I always forget to take the lid off. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to move over to the stove, and I'll show you where we're at over there in just a moment. Okay. So Periscope people, you stay right there for a moment while I get the Meerkatters all situated. We have a lot of things taking up every available inch of space in the kitchen. So give me just 1 second here. Thank you for the follow. Okay, now, Periscope people, it's your turn. Yay, that's my big fat head. Now, we're going to put you up in the sky so you can get the bird's eye view of what is happening. Rah, there you go. So as you can see over here, we have our meat is still cooking. We're going to have to add some more water to that. It's going to have to sit there for another 2 hours before it is ready to be taken care of. But right now we have our black beans that we put in the water and the fridge last night. Hold on a second here. Okay. And so they've been soaking in water overnight. It says about no more than 12 hours, but it's been more than 12 hours. So we're just going to go ahead and put those in to our pot right here. And again, if you see me taking pictures, the pictures are for the blog. The blog is located at cliffyland.com. It'll be posted tomorrow, Wednesday, any Wednesday. They are posted with information about every night of cooking. This week it's 2 nights. We cooked, this is, we are making a pabellón con one more time. Pabellón criollo, which is a traditional, the pabellón con baranda, to be more specific, the national dish of Venezuela. It is a shredded meat. It's going to be with white rice and black beans and plantains. We'll get into the, hey there, Rasami. But we're going to get into the details of the plantains and why it's called that in a little bit. But right now, like I said, this is a very short stream. This is the second of 3. We're going to add into our pot 5 cups of water, 5 cups of water. That's right. Okay, so here we go. And I had to separate it into several containers. Okay, so we have added our water, and now to that we're going to add our sliced red bell pepper. That's about half of a sliced red bell pepper, and about a teaspoon of salt to go with that. And then we're just going to go set that to boil first, and then bring it down to medium heat for about an hour and a half. So that's why this is a short stream. Okay, one more time. We are cooking a pabellón criollo, or more specifically a pabellón, I can keep forgetting the word, pabellón con baranda, which is the national dish of Venezuela. We have our shredded meat, which has to cook for another couple hours. We have our black beans that we just got going here. And then when we come back, we will be doing our rice and our plantains, and then we will be making the sofrito for the beef as well. So we have a lot of stuff going on, but this is, like I said, a very short stream. This is the second of 3 as we cook our various components. This has been a long day of cooking. So just to let you know, we'll be back around 6:45, so that's about in a little less than an hour for part 3. So be sure to tune in, follow here on Meerkat, follow on Periscope. If you missed part 1 on Periscope, you can see that is archived in our account right now. And then again, the blog will be up tomorrow with pictures, links to the original recipes, videos, information about the countries, and review of night 1, which was on Friday when we made arepas. We made the arepas with the chicken inside, and then the guasacaca dip with the plantain chips. And you'll find all that tomorrow at the blog at cliffyland.com. So I'm going to let you go right now, and we'll be back in about a little less than an hour. So tune in. Thanks for watching here. And welcome again. This is part 3 of 3, as tonight we continue our round-the-world cooking extravaganza, our 193-week challenge where we learn to cook by cooking the food of a different country in alphabetical order, 1 country a week. This is night 2, our final night of cooking the food of Venezuela, and this is the 3rd of 3 parts. We've done 2 other parts already earlier today. We are cooking our pabellón con baranda, which is a shredded beef with rice and black beans and plantains on the side. And there's kind of a funny story about that, which we'll get to when we get to the plantains. Again, this is our 3rd part. We are simulcasting on Meerkat and Periscope. So we are going to, hey Elisa, how you doing? Good seeing you, thank you for the like. Flip around, haven't seen your streams in a while. I'm missing them, but catching up on YouTube. Oh, that's so wonderful. Yes, we are on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Pinterest, and we have a channel on YouTube. So check us out on YouTube. You can just go to YouTube and search for Cliffyland. If you would subscribe, that would be super great. We are, hey Ellie, thank you for the like and the restream. We have everything archived there, and this video will be up there probably tomorrow, along with the blog, which will be up at cliffyland.com. And so now let us get going on our rice. Let me move our Periscope, our Meerkat people over here to the stove. I will show you what's going on, what you've missed so far. And our Periscope people, that's my big head. And now you're going to go up over the stove where it's going to get nice and steamy. There you go. Okay, and again, the pictures are for the blog at cliffyland.com. If you see me taking pictures, that's why, and I invite you to go check that out. So now we're starting the rice a little bit earlier than I really would otherwise, but there's so much going on. I'm going to have so many different burners going. I've had to do flow charts for this. Ellie says, my birthday in 10 minutes. Aha, welcome my birthday. Oh, hey, happy birthday. And thank you for the like, Chris, and thank you for the like, Felipe. Muchísimas gracias. Cocinando comida de Venezuela. Okay, so we are going to start off in this pot, our small pot here for our rice. And here we're going to heat up some oil first. And once that gets going, we're going to be adding in a couple things. This is, we're making it sort of in almost a risotto style, or the fashion of cooking the rice. You can cook rice any number of different ways. Emily, thank you for the like and the restream. So this is one of many different ways of cooking rice. This one's going to involve a couple little extra things in there for flavor. So once we've got that heated up, now we're going to add in, oh, I didn't take pictures, don't I? Our, hold on, make sure. Just making sure I've got everything right. Okay, yeah, so here we're going to add, it's not probably in the right order, but salt. We're adding minced garlic. That's about, what, a clove or two of minced garlic. Let me get all of that out. I worked hard for that. Don't want to lose it. One moment. Okay, and then the onion. This is half an onion. It's going to seem weird just dropping a half an onion in, but you'll see why later. And our green, it's about a quarter of a green bell pepper. And about a quarter of a red bell pepper. I really hope this all fits. And then the rice. It's about a cup of white rice we're adding here. This is long grain rice. And then we're going to saute this until it's brown. Who are we looking at? Mom, hey, thank you for the like. Thank you. It's better to use coconut butter. It's healthier. It may be, but it would not be traditional. I'm trying to do things as, will you cook for me? I would. I didn't see who that was. It went by too fast. But we're doing it now. So yes, we try to do things as traditionally as we can. Hey Tammy, how you doing? So we're sort of sauteing our rice and vegetables here until they're like well coated in the oil and getting them a little browned. What are you cooking? Oh, we're making a pabellón criollo. I'll trade you curry chicken. Curry chicken is lovely. I need to make one. I've done many curries. I've probably done curried fish. I'm sure I've done curried chicken. But yes, we're making a pabellón criollo, which is the national dish of Venezuela. It is a shredded beef with and that's what's cooking over here. Oh, you're from Venezuela. Habla inglés en vez en español. Sí, hablo, soy puertorriqueño, pero estoy haciendo la comida de Venezuela. This is the shredded beef that we're cooking here. It has to cook for 4 hours. Pabellón criollo, indeed. So the shredded beef, it's been sitting there for a few hours already. That's in there with some celery. What do we have? Tomato? No. Yes, tomato, celery, parsley, and it was in marinade. I have to have faith that this can work. Oh, you? Yes. Well, good luck with that. And again, on Twitter, if I don't see your comment, Periscope, I'm really sorry. It's just having to look up. A wonderful dish, all for me. Yay! Hello, Joint. Welcome. So the only reason I'm doing this and this is because A, it's only 1 cup of rice, and B, I've run out of space everywhere. I like the professional-looking camera angle. Thank you. Yes, it's. I got lucky. I got a nice mount and the physical geography of the kitchen that allows it. Thank you so much for the hearts and everyone. Thank you very much. So we're sort of browning this for a little bit. This is the rice. The beans are sitting back here. Ahora es la caraota. Sí, los frijoles negros están aquí atrás. The black beans are cooking on the back burner over here. And I'll be switching these back for la caraotas negras, the black beans, frijoles negros, are back there. And the plantains will be coming up back here towards the end. So there's 4 parts of this. There's the meat, there's the beans, there's the white rice, there's the plantains, and there's a sofrito, which we have to make for the meat, and a sofrito for the beans. So we only have 4 burners. So this is going to be very exciting. Okay. So, it has gotten coated enough now, I think, that we're going to start adding the water. Because we're also running out of time. So here goes. There's 2 cups of water going in to the rice. And we're going to bring that to a boil over here. And once it has come to a boil, then we're going to turn it down a little bit and then let it sit for 15 minutes. Oops, that means I need to find me the lid for that, which should be handy, but probably isn't. Is this it? Ah, bingo, first try. Okay, yay. Quick rundown on the curry dish, please. Oh, this isn't a curry, unless you're talking to somebody else. This is the Pabellón criollo, which is a many-part dish. Again, our beef, which will be shredded que comida, Pabellón criollo, national dish of Venezuela. Our beef has been simmering here for a few hours already, and it's going to be a total of 4 hours when we're done. And the black beans are sitting back here, carotas negras, the frijoles negros, the black beans. And then in front of us we have the white rice, which we're cooking in with some onions and red and green peppers, and then we'll be making the plantains in the back over there towards the end, and somewhere in between we'll be making the sofrito, which is sort of like I don't know, good stuff that goes in with the meat, and a separate one for the beans. And we only have 4 burners. So this, how many countries left asked to join? This is 189. We have 193. That means there are only 4 countries left before we hit, that will be the end of the line for phase 1 of Cliffyland's Global Cooking Challenge when we hit Zimbabwe. After we hit Zimbabwe, we'll be continuing. We will be leaving Meerkat and moving to Busker, B-U-S-K-E-R, available for the iPhone, iOS now, and available soon for the Android. So hopefully they'll have that ready by the time we make the switch on Meerkat. Periscope will continue. We'll be on phase 2. We'll be doing a soft launch of phase 2. Busker? Oh no, Busker. It's like a person who sings outside a subway station. B-U-S-K-E-R. Busker. But we will continue on Periscope as well. And then we will be doing, in the soft launch over the summer, we will be doing some territories / sovereign states that are not, you're welcome, that are not United Nations member states. So that's going to include basically controversial places, territories and stuff. So I know I'm going to get in trouble all over the place. That's going to be like Kosovo and Western Sahara and Vatican City and Taiwan, and for myself, I'm going to be doing Puerto Rico. Hey, Emily, because I'm Puerto Rican, it is not a sovereign state. It is a Commonwealth of the United States, but I want to celebrate the food of my people at some point here. So now that's come to a boil, we're going to bring it down, and I'm going to do a switcheroo here. We're going to cover you and let that cook for 15 minutes over there, but I'm going to switch burners over here and bring the beans back up and turn that on a low heat over there. Not so hot, my friend, not so hot. Okay, so we have our beans. Mom, thank you for the restream. But then phase 2 will officially launch after some time off. We'll officially launch in the summer, when we will begin from A to Z again, doing 1 night a week, only 1 night a week of the A to Z countries. So you'll get to see Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Andorra, etc. Are those chili peppers in the frijoles? No, those are red bell peppers in with the frijoles. And boy, that burner's hot. That burner's too hot. But that's red bell peppers in with the frijoles negros, with the black beans. Is Meerkat still being stupid? Yeah, they're. I don't know. I feel like the Meerkat people have given up on Meerkat, and Busker has some features that I quite like. So hopefully they're going to be continuing to improve, whereas Meerkat sort of stopped for, I don't know, various reasons. Okay, so 15 minutes on the rice, which will be, hold on, set timer for 12 minutes. And so turn that way down. That is just really... Oh, no wonder it's the wrong burner. Shoot. Dumb me. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, right hand, left hand. Back burner, low. Front burner, medium. Over here, our rice. Thank you, Emily. Thank you... Shelly, thank you. Okay, so now, here is where we're at. We have our rice cooking, so now we need to go to our meat, and our meat should be ready. So what we're going to do is go remove the meat from here, and there are 6 pieces of it, and hopefully it is nice and tender. The meat is a flank steak. I only bought 1 pound, even though the recipe calls for 2. And we marinated it for about an hour. It should have been overnight, but for an hour, hour and a half, in a rub, which involved paprika and a few other things. A mash of garlic and habanero pepper. It should have been jalapeno pepper, but I didn't have a jalapeno, so I used the habanero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1 piece of meat left in here. There you are. Is that you? No? Yes, there you are. Okay. And since I know everyone's going to be yelling at me if I don't. I'm going to make the logical point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, of saving this liquid because it's a beef stock that can be used later. So I'm going to do that right now behind you because there isn't enough room everywhere. So I've got my colander and a bowl, and here goes nothing, okay? I would move you around, but it's only so much space here. So give me 1 second while I do this behind you. And I will save that beef stock for future use in something, instead of having to use store-bought beef stock. Ta-da! This pot is going to be repurposed again, so I'm not even going to bother to clean it because the meat's going to be going back in there. But we're letting the meat cool off for a little bit, and now we're going to move on to working on our sofrito. We're going to first work the sofrito for the beans. These are the beans, so let me move. Golly gee, there isn't enough room here for everything. Okay, we have a saute pan right over here. Sorry about the white balance on that. It's just kind of the way the front camera works. But we're going to heat up, okay, beans. That's meat, these are beans. Okay, so we're going to heat up some oil in our saute pan. Front burner, medium, okay. And let me get another spatula. Okay. Yeah! Okay. Ah! Avalanche. This should not be here. Okay. Okay, so in the saute pan, after we heated up our oil, we are going to get everything that we need over for this. So we've got our onions and garlic. You'll see them go in the pan in a second here, even though they're off camera on the Periscope side. We have habaneros and cumin, ground cumin, and that's all this can be for the sofrito for the beans. So, bing, ding, 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 ding. This, ready or not, here we come. Small element front, no. Okay. It's I'm trying to juggle so many different things at once. Okay, so we've got this heated up. We're going to start adding in things to this saute pan. This is, again, the sofrito for the beans. We're going to add in, it's like half a sliced onion. And this is 1 sliced habanero pepper, seeded habanero pepper. So we've got lots of habanero pepper happening over here. So it'll have some kick to it. We're adding our half a head of garlic, minced or diced, which is a whole lot of garlic. Open. So we're going to saute that until it's brown. It should be about 5 minutes on this here. turn that down. Getting a little too hot, a little too fast. Should I move you to the other side? Can you see better over there? Maybe I'll do that. Okay. Okay, so here. Again, sorry about the white balance. It kind of happens with the white cookware and the front-facing camera. So about 5 minutes on this. It's a little too hot. Non-stick things heat up a lot faster than the other two. But again, this is the sofrito for the beans. So it's about 5 minutes on this. Meanwhile, we have the rice behind us. The meat is cooling off. We'll begin shredding that in moments. In fact, once I get this under control, goodness, I'm going to start shredding the meat over here behind you using a fork and a knife rather than my hands. That will make more efficient use of our time here. The meat is very tender. In fact, I'll show you as soon as I do it. For meerkat people, you can turn around and see over here that the meat was cooking for 4 hours, so therefore it's nice and tender. I mean, it takes nothing to pull this apart, which is good. So you like tender meat, and that's why it was boiling for 4 hours and all that. So shredded meat for the Pabellón Criollo. Okay. Yay. Don't need you anymore. Okay. Back to our sofrito over here. That's nice and burnt. Yay. Okay, I'm going to give it just another minute. I know I've burnt the garlic. You don't have to tell me. It was too hot. But we'll be okay. Again, to those who are new, this was my 4-year cooking project. 4 years ago, I couldn't boil water after decades of staying out of the kitchen after a very unfortunate accident, burning up the food. Yeah, that happens. But after many decades of staying out of the kitchen for fear of killing myself, long story, but I got off my butt. And I did a dish from Afghanistan, which went very well. And then I started my blog at cliffyland.com, where I decided I would cook the food of a different country, one country a week. And now it is salam alaikum to you. So now we are on country 189, and we're near the end of our 4-year journey, or at least this part of it. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to take this off the heat over here, somewhere in the middle. And now we're going to mix in our cumin. And that's half a tablespoon of cumin. That's a surprisingly large amount of cumin. And we're going to stir that up. I have a stray onion, which is bothering me. Shoo, go away. Okay. And now we're going to add this to the beans. Come on, don't fall. There you go. So the bean sofrito is going to go in with the beans. And 1 second. Ow, that's hot. Okay, and now we're going to mix this all up. You stop. Front burner off. Okay. So we're going to mix this all up. I'll move you back over to this side. Yeah. Okay, so now the idea here is you want some liquid, but not too much. You want it to be about 10 minutes till it's evaporated. Let me turn that down low. So now that we've done that, we're going to start on a sofrito for the meat. And for that, I'm going to use the big old pot here that we had before. And now that we have that, I need to get everything I need for that over in this general direction. So one moment while I move things across the kitchen for all of this. We have onions and tomatoes and red bell pepper and chopped cilantro and soy sauce and habanero and garlic. So that's what's going to go into here. So starting off, we're going to add a tablespoon and a half of oil to 1 tablespoon, and I declare that's a half, to this pot over here. That is still very hot. One moment. Need to clear something out. Okay. All right. So we have our tablespoon of oil that we're heating up over here for our sofrito for the meat. And let me just make sure that. And so here we're going to start adding stuff again. We're going to add in our, gosh, if I could only give you a better view. Okay, let's see if I can move you to the middle. Okay, good luck with that. Okay, so we're going to add onions in here. And then we're going to add our red bell pepper. And our garlic. This is like 1 clove of garlic. And it's not wanting to come out. And we're going to saute that. No, yes. We're going to saute that for about 5 minutes. Meanwhile, our rice is done. So I'm just going to pull that off the heat entirely. And put that golly gee. How about over here? Okay. Meanwhile, we're sauteing over here for about 5 minutes. And this is the sofrito for the meat, which is going to be the heart of the pabellón con, what's it, pabellón con Barandas, sorry, my bad. So, if you may wonder what, if you do not speak Spanish or you're not Venezuelan even, you may wonder what that means. Pabellón con barrando, pabellón criollo. Criollo means like of the people, like a folk thing. So my Puerto Rican food would be criollo food. Their traditional Venezuelan food would be their criollo food. But pabellón means pavilion. What are you cooking? I'm cooking a pabellón criollo, which translates to pavilion. That's the pabellón part. Criollo is sort of traditional of the people, in this case of Venezuela. And the con baranda is what you call the guardrails on the side of a highway. So the premise is that the plantains form the barrier on the side of the dish that keep the food from falling off the plate. So that's why they sort of jokingly call it pabellón con baranda. This is the sofrito, which is the sort of vegetable garlic concoction, which is going to serve as a base for the meat. The meat, which we cooked earlier, took 4 hours on the in boiling water with various vegetables and stuff in it. And that is, are you a self-cooker? Self-trained, yes. The premise again is that I didn't know how to cook until I started to learn doing this project, starting about 4 years ago. This is the shredded beef. Hi, this is the shredded beef that's going to be going in, and it looks very nice and tender. So looking forward to eating that. I'm trying to do it for 2 people. Thank you for the hearts. So giving it another couple minutes to soften here, and once that does, we're going to add the beef in and saute it for another 3 minutes. Meanwhile, we have our beans. Our black beans, which we're letting simmer here. We want them to, most of the water to evaporate, but not all of it. And then we're going to have our white rice. Oh, I should check that, shouldn't I? Okay, white rice is over here. Where did you learn your profession? Self-taught, just looking online, finding recipes, looking for instructions, and such. So here's our rice. There's the rice. So we're going to fluff it with a fork. See how little space there is? So we're going to fluff this with a fork, and we're going to have to take out the vegetables, even though it doesn't seem to make too much sense to lose them. Yes, self-taught, everything self-taught. I took one little course, which doesn't even count. There's a whole story behind that. If I had more time, I'd happily tell the story. But oddly, we are losing the large pieces of pepper and onion from the rice. Oops, sorry, Meerkat people not getting good view. Hold on. And then we're fluffing this with a fork. It's odd that they put in vegetables into the dish and then don't include them in the final dish, but hey, that's the way this recipe goes. I don't think I'm going to lose all of them because it'd be too hard an effort, but we came close. Are you Native American? I am American. I'm Puerto Rican. We're here in South Florida. So, mi gente son puertorriqueño. My people are Puerto Rican. There is a huge Venezuelan community in Miami. The sad situations. That's the present circumstances in Venezuela are kind of tragic, actually. But there's a large population of Venezuelan people in Miami now, which is about only 2 hours south of here. Show your face, please. Hi, that's me. And now we're going to add the beef and saute it for about 3 minutes.
Is this trash in the blender?
That can all go, yes. Okay. And you add the beef. That's a pound of flank steak, which again we marinated. You're back, yay! Which we marinated and then we boiled for about 4 hours. And we're gonna save that. Okay.
Smells like soup.
Smells like soup. Yes, it's beef stock. So now we're gonna do this for about 3 minutes over here. And let me make sure I got that right. Yes. So meanwhile, while that does that, yes, I did Kazakh food. It was wonderful. You can find it at cliffyland.com. That's cliffyland.com, or maybe this way, Cliffyland. Don't know which way you're watching. But you will find the Kazakhstan night or nights that we did up there. Before there was video, so it's just all the pictures and text. But it was lovely, and in I would guess about a year, we'll get back to doing it again as part of Phase 2 of the challenge, and we'll be streaming that. Also, Phase 2 of the challenge will involve 1 night a week of starting from A to Z once more. Any given second night that normally I would give. Did you like the Kazakh food? I am from Kazakhstan. I liked it very much. We do not eat horse here, so that was something we did not do. But I believe I did some the flat noodles and bread. Many Central Asian dishes. I've done many plovs from that area also. So check it out. It was quite good and lovely, and I look forward to doing it again. So we've got about another minute on this here, softening up the meat with the vegetables, etc. Carne mechada, sí, así mismo, carne mechada. This is the shredded meat, which is part of the Pabellón con oh my God, I keep getting the word Pabellón con baranda. That baranda word is not one that I'm used to saying all the time. Sometimes I say the wrong word. I say bandeja, which means platter, which would be appropriate for food, but not appropriate in this case. And so we're good here. Now we're going to add in to this the diced tomato and our chopped cilantro, and I want to make sure I get all of it. The recipe is a little vague in terms of what was to be chopped and what wasn't. And one more thing, and our habanero which is 1.5 habanero peppers, so that's very spicy. We made sure to seed them first. And then soy sauce. I only have one kind of soy sauce. It's a rather specific soy sauce, which is mushroom-based, but did not specify. So nice when man can cook and he like it. Thank you. I did not cook before, I cook now. So, now we have good dinners.
Yes, we do.
Many nights a week. So, okay, now I have to taste this sucker to see if it needs more salt. So here goes. Here goes nothing. Ooh. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay. Make sure it's not too hot. Ooh. Yummy. Ooh, have some. For you. Yummy, yummy. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my goodness, that's good. That is just great. Yay! Okay. So I need to heat up the, what am I going to do here? Let me move this off this burner here. Because in essence it's done. And I'm going to move our skillet with canola oil over to the front. And I'm going to put that back burner on kind of a low heat. Because that's basically done. Did you try Uzbek plov? Yes, I did. I did that just a few weeks ago. Again, check it out at cliffyland.com. I did an Uzbek plov. I've done plovs from Azerbaijan. And I did a plov for, oh, I forget which other one. Maybe Tajikistan? No, Turkmenistan. So I've done 3 or 4 plovs. And they're all slightly different and all lovely. So, we're heating up the oil here for the last of the 4 parts of this, which is the fried plantains. How many languages do you know? I speak English and Spanish. I'm okay with French a little bit, and I took many years of Latin, which kind of helped with the Romance languages. But aside from that, not so good. I know my own limitations. Russian, no, I wish I did, but I do not speak Russian. Yeah, he took. What is it again?
Здравствуйте.
See there, we have one person who knows a little bit of Russian. So we're heating up the oil for our plantains here.
Хорошо.
There, more Russian. Okay, we can't read that. You can't read that. You don't read Russian, right? It's gonna disappear in half a second. Do you see it?
Привет.
Okay, well try to pronounce it. So we got a teensy bit of Russian in the house. Okay, let me make sure this oil is hot enough before I drop the plantains into it. Coq de la. Do you know that?
No.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I say it's hot enough. So these are plantains. We've sliced these longwise, and we're going to fry these for about 2 minutes apiece on each side. Hopefully they'll all fit in here. These could be our fried plantains, the sort of guardrails. Aha! It is okay. Okay, good. I'm glad I can see the comments before they fly away from the downsides of both Busker, but pronunciation is good. Oh, that's good. When is До свидания?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, no, we're not saying goodbye yet. No. I forgot. How do you say thank you?
Хорошо?
Porsche? Porsche.
Хорошо.
Porsche. Maybe.
Or that's maybe.
Not goodbye now. Yes, indeed. Soon. We're almost done. So this is one ripe plantain. It's yellow. When they're yellow, they're a little sweeter. When they're riper, you can cook them green, and then you have like a starchy. Now what are you doing? These are the fried plantains that go on the side of the dish. Don't lose this just yet.
No.
And these are the fried. What is yellow? These are plantains. They're like a banana. They're like a big green, but like a banana, but bigger. They start out green. You can cook them green. They're starchy when they're cooked that way. But if you let them ripen, they're a little sweeter, and you can fry them. You can fry them in green also, but they taste different. Or if they're very, very, very ripe, is it fruit? Well, it's like a banana. So technically it's a vegetable, but it's kind of a fruit. But it's like a banana. But when they're very, very ripe, like black, like you would want to throw them away, you can still cook them. They're very sweet. They make a nice dessert that way. So, they're very versatile. They're used throughout any sort of tropical country, all throughout Latin America, throughout Africa, and in I don't know about Southeast Asia so much, but definitely Africa and Latin America. Plantains are one of the most popular. It's the same like, oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. But it's bigger than a banana. In Spanish, it's called plátano, where my people, the Puerto Rican people, Mexicans, call them guineos, but they call bananas guineos. No, we call bananas guineos. They call them also plátanos, which makes it very hard to tell. Pabellón, indeed. But it makes it very hard for people, Spanish-speaking people from different countries, to communicate with each other to understand what it is that they want. Because I was in a Mexican place and they had a sign that said plátanos over bananas, and I was like, those aren't bananas, those are plantains. And they said, no, we call the plantains machos, which means like macho, which is, you can probably, if it's the way it's shaped, you can probably guess why they call it that. These are nice and ripe. They're a little bit on the sweet side. We're flipping them over, letting them cook for another 2 minutes, and then we are going to be done, people. It's going to be time to eat. I think, right? Yep, indeed. Yes, indeedy. Well, I only need one more thing, which is I need a plate where I can... I know these are crowded in the pan, and that's a definite no-no of cooking, but I only have so many resources here. So, let me get a plate and cover it with some paper towels so it can drain once we've got those going. And then I'll move everyone up here to the plating station, where you'll see what that looks like. We have just the right amount of water in there. Our rice is not cold, which is good. And I think we are done on the plantains. See, they're getting a little bit golden. You can't really see too well from up there, but over here you're getting a better view. So that seems like it's about 2 minutes per side. So let me start taking these out. Not quite golden brown, which is sort of what we're looking for. Let me give this like another few seconds. You are very busy for my questions. Thank you, I try. I mean, I've been doing it on Meerkat for about a year and change. Been back on Periscope again for about a month or two, I guess. And I like it. I want to post the videos on YouTube. So you can go to my YouTube channel. For Whom Do You Cook? Usually just me and the husband, just the two of us. Though sometimes I do have company come over. Now that the business is, I'm a little better at it, I don't feel quite so scared as to cook for strangers. Before it was sort of a dangerous proposition, because everything is being done for the very first time. So, but sometimes, you know, I've had a couple dinner parties. Sorry, didn't hear, just me and the husband, just two of us. So, we are about to eat, so I'm going to move over to the plating station as soon as I get this out. And come back. This is doing a nice job of scratching up the cookware. Come on, out. Okay, so we are done over here. So now we're going to move over to the plating station. So you get to move. Sorry, show your husband, who knows some Russian words. He's a little camera shy, but he's back over there. Oh, yeah, this is kind of more my thing. But thank you. Okay, so now we move to the plating station. And we move you too. Oh, the hot phone. Okay, so here we go. We need plates. So there are many parts to this, as you've seen already. And we've been at this for hours, quite literally. So we need ramekins times 2 for this. So the beans are going to end up in there, and then the rice we're going to do in these. So this isn't happening just yet. I need a scoop for the rice. And we're listening to traditional Venezuelan music if you could not hear it, though I have to keep talking so as not to activate the copyright gods at YouTube. Jealousy for you. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. You're very kind. So I'm putting the rice in the ramekin here. Or actually, this is a rice bowl, a Japanese rice bowl, but it does the same task. And we're going to push it down. And then, through the magic of upside downium. Okay. We go here, and then up. Oppa! You got a little mound of rice, and we're gonna do something with that too in a moment. So let's try number 2. Okay. It is good. Okay, rice going in. And you go back there. And we're gonna do the upside downium again. 1, 2, 3, abracadabra. Okay, so to this, we're gonna add a little butter on top. Thusly, come on, let go. Let go. Okay, butter, and then to that, we're going to add, just for decoration, a sprig or 2 of mint, because that's what the recipe authors suggested. And again, the links to everything will be up on the blog tomorrow at cliffyland.com. So now we move on to the beans. Scooping up the beans. I need another scoop for that here. Okay, beans. Sorry, how many years were you? Sorry, I only saw the first half of that question. You may want to write it again. Sorry about that. I'll try to keep looking up. Heck. Some dripped. I'll have to fix that. Sorry for inconvenient question. No, not a problem. Okay. And let me clean this up. How many years are you together? 25. 25 years. Long time. Longer than maybe some viewers have been around, so. Wow, yes, thank you. Okay, I'm trying to clean this up. Okay, now scoop number 2. Okay, where are we here? Ramekin number 2. And how old are you? A lot older than 25. And my mother never even wants me to say how old I am, so.
Ooh,
but yes, I've been around the block a few times. Okay, so we're adding, we have our beans here. And 48, sorry. Good guess. Close enough. Just kidding.
Is your mom out there?
Yes, my mom is out there, and so is Dad. Okay, and so now we are going to get the meat going. And, that's heavy.
Wow.
Okay, this is half the serving. It said 2 pounds of meat, and I only put, oh my goodness, I did not see everyone's comments. Holy shit. Sorry, my bad. Many comments I do not see. Okay, I apologize. This did not scroll up. Thank you everyone for likes, comments, and restreams on Meerkat, even if I did not understand them. Okay, so we have our meat over here. And now there's a reason again that it's called what it is called, because the premise is that the plantains keep the meat on the plate. Now some suggestions call for the meat to be you can do it all in a ring, pastry ring. Kazakh people eat a lot of meat every day. Yes, I read that. That's South Americans are very similar in that effect also. A lot of meat dishes. Vegetarians would have a tougher time there. So let's try to figure out how to get the plantains onto here without destroying them. Okay, now again, the idea is that the plantains are sort of a guardrail that keep the meat on the dish.
That's right.
So I'm putting them on both sides for that same comical effect. We are 1 second place after Waltz. I may have missed part of that. Okay. Oh, in terms of the meat eating, I guess. Yes, I followed many people who are world travelers, and yes, they've all discussed when going in certain countries, meat likers. I mean, yes, that one person brought his girlfriend to, I think it was Central America, and she was a vegetarian, and no one knew what to feed her, and she wound up going very hungry, which must be a total drag. I'm gonna leave these two as leftovers. Okay, now it's time to clean up the dish. Doesn't that show later normally yourself and your husband, please? Well, you know, like I said, camera shy on his end. I'm not online, but right now we're sort of in this direction, so hi. Okay, so there we have it. I'll be waiting for this. So there we have it. Yay, isn't this wonderful? Night 1, no, night 2, sorry, of Venezuela. Country number 188, no, 189 of 193. This is our Pabellón Criollo. We have our carne machada, the shredded beef, with the grilled plantains, the Venezuelan-style white rice, and 6 a.m., oh goodness. Our black beans, and same thing on this side over here. And let me take a picture for the blog before I forget, because if I do, that would be a darn shame, because this looks so good. So make sure to get that for the blog. So here goes. Ooh, so pretty. Ooh, hold on. You got stray. Okay, one more time. Oops, hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, say Venezuela, say Caracas. Okay. Hi, Caracas. That is our dinner. So thank you for joining us. Thank you over here. Thank you over there. Be sure to check out the blog tomorrow at cliffyland.com. You'll see pictures of everything, links to the original recipes, links to the videos, information about the countries, reviews on how everything went tonight and on Friday, which was night 1. Look for us next week, where it's going to be another biggie. It is Vietnam, our last V country, which will be country number 190. So check out next week, Vietnam.
Ooh, do I get a banh mi?
Yes, well, we'll try to do a banh mi. So thank you for joining us. Catch you later.